You know, sometimes you get a little bit bored at work, and so you got to come up with a different hobby. And for us, we like a lot of things: woodworking, metalworking. Sometimes we like to brew beer. I think that's what we're going to try to do today. But in order to do that, we need a good place to do it. So the boss is away. It's a good time to play. We're going to turn a storage room into a wonderful beer house. So here's how we look like to begin with. Main storage. It's nasty. Not very clean, not very organized. Ceiling's caving in. I think we can work with this. Let's see what we can do. Phase 1, demolition. So what we're going to do is start taking all the excess garbage out of that room that we don't need, and we're going to transfer the stuff that we do need to a more secure location. So I've begun loading stuff up, and we're going to get ready to throw some stuff away. Got to open this baby up. Alright, got to clear off these shelves. Got somebody cleared off, got to detach them from the wall. That's going to open that up. Alright, we'll pull the shelves. Haven't cleaned anything yet, but man, it already opens up quite a bit of space in here. We're still going to work on pulling these shelves down, and then the real magic's going to happen, because then we're going to have to go through and strip the walls, clean them, knock the ceiling out, and raise the roof. All right, it's time to raise the roof. So let's start tearing some of this stuff out. Started knocking out some of this. Man, it is going to open up the space like you wouldn't believe. It goes up quite a ways. We'll remove that. But man, you really feel closed in when it's down like this. Alright, we started patching some holes, got those sanded the first coat there, looking nasty. It's going to look good. We've refit some boxes. We're going to tuck some cords and put a cover on that and get that mounted up so we can get all that stuff out of the way. We're going to remove this old stove. We're going to be going with a hot plate system once we build the shelf in. So that's going to free up some more room, get us some more cabinet space over there. The ceiling has been about 90% removed. We're going to be painting that tomorrow and working on removing these lights, and we've got a cool project that we're going to film about doing a chandelier out of beer bottles. It's going to be super cool, so stick with us for that. And then we're going to be routing a few other things and getting ready to paint the floor, the walls, the ceiling, all of it. Getting ready to install a vent over here we can operate to help heat and cool the room if we need to, and seal it off when we're not needing to use that. We've got a paint sprayer, one of the worst ones on Amazon. If you have not seen the video, check it out up above. It is a terrible paint sprayer. We thought, you know what? We're going to go ahead and try it again, taking into account some of the comments you guys made about how, oh, we didn't thin it down enough, or oh, we didn't do this, or whatever. So we've thinned it down. We've already tried to just do a couple sprays. The thing is leaking out, dripping everywhere. That thing sucks.
Okay, so this is the second time we've ever tried to use this thing, and it burned up and fried after about, 20 square feet or so. And the fan in it sparks and smokes. It's not even running out. Oh, there it goes. So I think we're going to trash this guy.
Then we've got some cheap paint we got for about $30 for a 5-gallon bucket from Lowe's. That's just a gray that somebody didn't want. We're going to go ahead and hit all the walls with a gray. So we're going to go ahead and hit a few of the accent pieces, the air conditioner, the ductwork, some piping, things like that with this black, since that gun just up and died. And so we're going to go ahead and do all that and knock some of that out, paint up some of these other things, a couple coat those.
There's one thing that I really like about this that our other one did not do, and that is the fan runs all the time. So there's a switch on the side right here and on this side that turns the fan on, and then the fan will run the entire time, and you just get paint whenever you pull the trigger. And this is what the coverage looks like, if you can see from down there. Lays it on really evenly, and setting it on the middle, I think we're going to be able to just one coat this ceiling and it should be good.
The old one, getting that cut out of there, got the breakers off so we can install the new one. Got it up here temporarily, clamped to a 2x4, but it's going to be raised up, and we'll secure it up above there.
We got it all finished, wired up, secured to the ceiling, hung how we wanted it. We made most of this out of reclaimed pieces of other light fixtures and such. We spent $7 total because I bought 2 packs of the 22 gauge wire to hang the bottles. If you did not have the parts from other light fixtures, I think you could make this for around $20 if you had to buy the sockets and stuff to put on there. So for $20, you could build your own beer bottle chandelier. We went to Lowe's and picked up a bucket of Oops paint that somebody didn't want. So for $30, we got a 5-gallon bucket, so it should be plenty to cover this room. But when you do that, you're stuck with whatever color that they have. So we're going with a sort of grayish, maybe a lavendery look.
Pan around here to kind of show you where we're at. So he's been rolling on. I'm gonna have to get a brush and start cutting in, but it's coming on pretty good. Doing some of the brickwork and things like that is a little more difficult, according to Ross. But there's a lot of cutting in, so we're gonna need to cut in quite a bit. All right, we've got the thing painted. It's time to get some shelves in. So we had a resident left us an old desk, so we're going to try to cut the desk top and use it for the shelf as well as the countertop. So we've measured it. Now it's time to get it cut.
We've gotten a couple rolls of LED strip lights. Like always, we'll put all the links to all these products that we use down below in the description. We got these on Amazon. They were really cheap. We're hoping to add some color, a little accent to the room. We'll just stick on.
We're going to go ahead and run them along the edge underneath here, so just give some downlight. So we're going to work our way around underneath that lip that was left. We went ahead and left that when we tore the ceiling out. It had the drop ceiling sitting on it, so we're going to run it underneath that. So far, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Looks like you can change the colors with this. Is super easy to do. I've not done a lot with these LED strips, but what do you think?
It looks pretty cool.
I think we need to run the strip up above. I wasn't sure if we needed to. This 150-foot strip did this entire edge of this room underneath that channel like that. It had a little extra that just ran down behind that shaft over there. Super cool. So we're gonna run the second strip up above.
The pack of these that we got came with 2 50-foot strips. They were only $25 on Amazon, and we're pretty impressed with how they turned out.
Yeah, they hook into this junction box like that, and we're just hiding it behind this shaft here. But it's got a photo eye on there that allows you to use this remote to change the colors. It's kind of hard to see the remote right here, but it's got every color you'd ever need. And I don't know, it's going to be kind of fun. Let's put the one on the top.
We've run 100 feet of LED strip light around in 2 rows. One at the 8 feet high where the ceiling used to be, and then one all the way up at the top where the new ceiling is. It provides quite a bit of light in here and just gives it some color accent. The red is the easiest on the eyes, but the blue and the white are the brightest. Our room didn't have baseboards at the bottom, so we're going to put up some code base that we found in a storage unit. So this is just leftover.
Yeah, they're leftover four foot strips. I believe some of them were smaller because they've been cut, used on different projects. As we've been redoing some apartments, we happen to have some extras, so it's good use for it. It's going to really help finish out the room. And then once we get done laying some of this stuff up there, we've actually got some rugs. We opted not to do the floor. We were going to paint it. We chose not to do that, and we were going to use carpet squares, but we said, you know, if we're going to be brewing some equipment, a lot of times you get some mess on the floor. We got the floor drained, so I think we're just going to put some carpets down. We happen to have some maintenance type carpets, so we're going to get those put down, and should be about wrapped up with this project. All right, the owners still haven't seen this yet, and I'm totally hoping we don't get fired. What we're going to do is going to show you the big reveal of our little hidden storage unit. Still got a little bit of junk to clean up, but our regular storage unit here. See what you think.
Well, hello. Welcome to the Sky Management Storage Lounge.
As you can see, we've done some LED lighting throughout. We went ahead and went with the carpeting on the floor so that we can pull that up if we're going to be brewing anything. It's a nice, comfortable space. We've got the LED lighting. Again, you can change the colors on that depending on your mood. The chandelier.
The chandelier is a focal point that I really like, and you can check out the video on how we made this chandelier. It was really a fun project.
We'll put that in the corner up here. Then of course you can change the colors. And then we've also got our setup over here with the dishwasher and countertop and all the supplies that we need to do the brewing over here. And whenever we are going to actually brew, we back up here, you've actually got it set where we've got these high intensity lights that we can kick on. And you can also go ahead and raise the lighting in the room to give you plenty of light to go ahead and do your brewing. And while it's going, of course, you got the wonderful seating that you can sit down and have a brew back there while you wait. So all in all, I think it turned out to be a pretty good project.
We want to talk for a second about the cost of our renovation project. We spent some money in a few places, but we really tried to do this as minimal as possible. So we used a lot of things that we just found laying around our property. For starters, a big place we saved money was making our own light fixture. Light fixtures can be really expensive. We have $7 in making this thing, so that was kind of a cool little centerpiece to have, and it was very inexpensive. We did go out and buy a new burner, because when you're making beer, you gotta have a stovetop burner, and this was $30 on Amazon. So most of the stuff we purchased, we got on Amazon, and we will include links to it down below in the description. We also got the LED light strips on Amazon. We got 100 feet of LED light strips with the controller and the remote for $25. That seemed like a pretty good deal. It did go around the room twice, so we have 2 layers of LED lights put up. And we spent $35 on paint to paint the walls and the ceiling.
That's because we got the Oops paint from Lowe's. So you can go to Lowe's and you can find the 5 gallons of that Oops paint. It's basically paint other people have made and then decided that they were no longer interested in it, so they got it there for real cheap. A couple other things that Ross is also probably going to mention is that, like, other things we just had left for us, you know, in the apartments. Like this countertop was actually somebody left a desk. We cut that cost us nothing. The shelf came from the desk, cost us nothing. I don't know in the camera if you can see the little set over here. It was left on somebody's patio that they left. We couldn't give it back. They said throw it away, so we painted it, repurposed that, so that worked out real good.
All in all, we've got about $100 in refinishing our room, and it turned out really nice for $100.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell down there at the bottom. It really helps us out and come up with some great new projects.